I'm along the Nechako River here by the Foothills Bridge, looking at a pin cherry. So we have two cherries we're going to look at, pin cherry and choke cherry. They're quite similar. You'll want to spend some time looking at them in the book, Prunus pensylvanica. I remember pin pensylvanica in the Latin starts with a P, versus choke cherry, Prunus virginiana. So a big difference is going to be the cherries themselves. So on choke cherry, you could see the cherries are on their own stalk, so a big cluster of them. Whereas the pin cherry, the cherries are on their own little stalk that connects directly to the stem. So they don't have that big separate structure. Wiping out on the gravel here for the cherry itself. So obviously the cherries aren't always going to be there, so you want to have some other characteristics to use. The leaves are tricky, but on the pin cherry they tend to be more slender. They both taper at the tip like that. So that isn't the best characteristic. Pin cherry is a bit more of a slender, more delicate type leaf. And then the base of them is a bit more rounded. So if you look at the base of the leaf here where the petiole attaches, choke cherry is a more blunt leaf base. On the pin cherry, the book talks about lenticels being prominent. So these are the lenticels here on the branch. They're just these little kind of openings in the bark, or pores you could think of them as, and that allows gas exchange in the stem of the plant. So we classify it as a shrub. It kind of looks like a small tree, so 1 to 5 meters tall usually. Sometimes it can get a bit taller on a really good growing site. So this one's just a couple meters tall here, maybe a little bit bigger. The cherries are quite tart. You can eat them, a kind of better food source for the birds.